What is up? What is going on, everybody? I am back with the Mariners post-game video. I am so back with the post-game video. The game isn't even over yet, and I'm going to break it down and talk about it. Apologize for being in a little bit of a different setting today. I'm actually not home right now, doing some family stuff. This is just a random room I could find where we're at that I could record this video. Mariners are down 12-4 in the bottom of the eighth. Listen, if they come back and win this, I'll make a new video and we'll talk about the win. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen. I don't even know what to say. Like, I, I really am. I don't know where to begin with it because it didn't have the same feeling as Wednesday. When they lost to the Nationals, they looked lifeless. I didn't think they put up a fight at all in the game. I thought they played pathetic, lifeless, and without heart. I can't really say that today. They came out and scored 4 runs off Shane McClanahan, who may be the Cy Young favorite. They chased him after 3 innings. I mean, if they had no heart or no fight, that wouldn't have happened. And of course, this team can't just lose normal. They couldn't have just gotten shut down by McClanahan and made it easy. They had to do what they did tonight. They scored 4 runs off McClanahan. Bryce Miller looked as good as I've seen him all season. Gets a blister. I actually was talking about, I thought this was kind of one of those unfortunate games. I talked about some of the bad luck in Baltimore, and this kind of felt that way. When it was 4-0, I felt like Bryce Miller was on cruise control to go 6 or 7. You turn it over to Munoz and Sewald, you got yourself a W against McClanahan. And it looked like that was going to happen. But no, this team just can't have that. Bryce Miller gets the blister. Comes out after 3 1/3, gives up the home run to a Rosarina. So you go to Brash, who, in Brash fashion, looks dominant, but still manages to somehow give up a run. Gott gives up the home run. The offense can't do anything else. Andres Munoz gets lit up in the 8th, which, you can't expect that. And then the rest of the guys just can't do it. Now they're down, 12-4, 13-4? And then just spiral. So I can't even now sit there and go, wow, they've been unfortunate because they're about to lose this game by like 10 runs. That's not unfortunate. That's a butt whooping. Like, they can't even let me pick a narrative. They go from, hey, it looks like, I've changed my tune like 4 times during this game. I went from, they're probably going to be lifeless and get shut down to, oh my gosh, they hit McClanahan. Murphy has the home run. They score a couple more runs. Yeah, they leave a guy on. But, I can forgive it against McClanahan. Bryce Miller's cruising. This is going to be one of the better wins of the season. Then I had this whole thing again about how they're snake bit. And now they're down 10 runs. I can't go on a rant about being snake bit. They're going to lose by double digits. So this team won't even let me pick a narrative to get on them for. And you can say, well, the offense needed to add on. I don't know. They did pretty good against McClanahan, and if Miller stayed in there, I think the 4 might have been enough, actually. I think it was going to be. But then, I don't know. I don't even really know where to go with it. Can't really be too mad at Andres Munoz. Not too mad at Gabe Spires. Been a nice story this year. And they're the ones that gave up the 8-9 runs. I don't know. I don't know where to place the anger right now. And I don't know what to even talk about. It's just, everything's wrong. It's bad injury luck. Bryce Miller today, Robbie Ray this season, Munoz missing a huge chunk of the year. They have been baseball unlucky a little bit, but they've also been bad. So, and it's been a little bit of all 3 in this game. That they showed some potential. They looked like a playoff team in the first couple innings. Then they looked like kind of the snake bit team we've seen. Then they looked terrible, like a bad baseball team that we've seen. And, I really don't know where to go with it. I just, like I said, Wednesday seemed, like I said, it was easy to say lifeless. But today they did come out with some fire. So, if that was the case, was it lifeless? I know they had a players-only meeting before the game. Lou Piniella used to always say he had players-only meetings before Randy Johnson starts. And I always think that's funny because, one, it's smart, and Lou was a smart guy. But it goes to show how pointless they are, and they don't really solve anything. The reason they would do that is because you had a good chance to win with Randy. As I say, you always fire managers before you have a 4-game series against Oakland because it's going to look better for you. Series you're probably going to win anyways. So I don't think it's a lack of anything with the players meeting. Those things are, I mean, they can maybe spark something and whatnot, but, and it did. They came out and probably, I think they would tell you the first half of this game, they were in the position they wanted to be in. They would have taken that. Maybe they're scoring 10 runs right now. I don't know. Maybe they came back. But, and that just all falls apart. And I just, it's a good thing I'm not on the staff because I don't know what the answer is. I mean, the answer is you hope Bryce Miller is healthy and you hope the guys in the pen don't give up the runs and the offense can add on. But that's the thing, too. Like I said, yeah, I can get in the offense, and they should have added on. But they did put up 4 against McClanahan, and I didn't think they'd even do that coming into today. So even there, it's kind of like, and I boo. I believe if Miller stayed in there, I think they might have won this baseball game. So I don't know really what to think on this one. It sucks. And they're starting to lose my, they're not losing my interest, but they're starting to lose my, I don't know, dedication? Not dedication. The losses aren't hurting as much. And that's a bad sign because that means they're drifting out of it. It's frustrating to watch. It's at the point now where they're down this, and I'm just like, I want to make this video because I got to go to bed. I don't want to watch this anymore. I think you guys are on the same boat. And, in April, I talked about being the voice of reason I wanted to be. And I still want to be. I still think the core here is pretty good. I think there is some upside this roster. I don't think they suck. I think they're a mediocre team that has some guys underperforming. I think they have been a little snake bit. We've seen the 1-run record. They still are going to hold on to a positive run differential unless Tampa Bay scored 10 more runs in the 9th. But it's just all that mixed in, what I said, that they're underperforming. They've been a little snake bit. They've been bad at times. They've dealt with some injuries, the Robbie Ray injury, Munoz being out and stuff. And like I said, and all the underperforming stuff. And then you factor in all the games they won the last 2 years. This was another game. They win this game the last 2 years. Miller stays in there. I know Miller wasn't on the team, but you guys know what I mean, just from the standpoint of the starting pitcher. Stays in there, and they win this game 4-1, 4-2, and the bullpen closes it out. This year, they're not. Like I said, they haven't just regressed. They've completely flipped. They went from winning every coin flip to losing every coin. Not that tonight's a coin flip, but, it's just, it's tough to watch. I'll be live tomorrow for the game with Rooftop. We'll be doing it. I don't know. It's just, they're in that stretch, and it happens to every team at some point every year. But the Mariners have had more of them. I can't even picture a Mariners win. They're just in that stretch where, it just seems like it takes every out. Even this game, when it got to 4-2, Miller came out, you could just sense it. The offense doesn't add on. The Rays continue to chip away. It's what does it take to win a baseball game? It can't be that hard, can it? I mean, this team has won some games this year. It can happen. You can win baseball games. But they're just in one of those stretches where it looks like that they just can't. It's nothing they can do to win a game. And, I don't really want to get into, postseason stuff because they're just, what are they going to be, 6.5, 7 out? And I was talking about when they were 500, I would say a 6-7 game, 500's okay because even though it's not what you want, you're a 6-7 game winning streak away from being right there, from being in the race. Well, now a 6-game winning streak barely would put them above 500. So now you're even losing that ground, by being 4 games under. Now you're at the point where you need that 7-game winning streak and then some. Before, when you're at 500, you win 6-7 in a row. Then you play 2, 3, 4 above 500 the rest of the way. You might have a shot to get in this thing. Now they would have to do that and then probably need another streak of some kind. You know what I mean? So, and do I think this team could do it? Yeah, I think we're going to see moments where they play better baseball. I think it's going to happen. But it might just be too little too late if it does happen. And in terms of what this team can do to get better, they shouldn't be buying right now. They shouldn't be trading away prospects. Their best bet is to do kind of a little bit of maybe what they were trying to do in 21. A little bit of what guys like Zarensik did in 09, when you're kind of selling but also buying. I'm not against them looking to get some guys, but it's got to be stuff where it's almost like strength for strength swaps. Like somewhere where you trade Logan Gilbert for a hitter, something like that. Both teams are a team like St. Louis. You get Lars Nootbaar. I don't know. I don't have that. I'm just using an example. Mariners need hitters. Cardinals need pitchers. You're not selling, but you're also not trading a bunch of prospects for something either. Not that Logan's not a good pitcher, but you guys know what I mean. Something like that. And then you mix in some things where you can trade Teo, you trade a couple bullpen arms and stuff like that. My guess is that's kind of what they do. Because I do think the core is good enough to win. But I just don't, it's not happening this year. And regardless of what you think it is, if you think it's Scott, fine. If you think it's, I tend to get more on the players. Everybody's ultimately responsible though. So, and that's Jerry, that's ownership. I haven't talked a lot about that. That falls on ownership. That falls on Justin. It falls on Jerry. It falls on Scott. It falls on the guys in that dugout for not getting it done. But yeah, that's about all I got for tonight. If they somehow come back and win, this video, you won't even see it, so it doesn't matter. So if you're seeing this, they have lost. Hit like, hit comment, hit comment, subscribe, like, and comment. I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, so if you've made it this way, remember to do that. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. A huge thank you to everybody that has already subbed. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live stream. Hopefully it's a good one. Have a good Friday night, everybody. Take care. And as always, go Mariners. Peace.